It's tragic to imagine someone reaching for a lifeline and instead being given a
Remember
razor.
that joke from The Office?
In an unexpected turn of events, entered
when Ryan
Celia
started
Blay,
the website.
a 65-year-old woman who made whips for carriage
Chat rooms are
horses.
dangerous. Yo, you dumpster divers, what's going on? It's like 4:15 in the morning. I don't know if this is the result of like poor planning or procrastination, probably both. But we're all set up, we're good to go. I really like these new Christmas lights I got. They don't get hot after they've been on for a while. And you know, sometimes these reactions, you know, videos can be like over 20 minutes long. 40 minutes if it's like a Shane Dawson documentary. Ooh. Do I want to get into that? No, not today. Oh, Seriously Strange. Alright, big fan. Been watching these for a while. First time reacting. I'm a little behind. I could have sworn I remember these used to have like Rob as the host, right? Or am I just remembering a different series? Anyways, you know, not that he wasn't a great host. For some reason, I gotta give him props for like taking himself out of the video, as opposed to like what a lot of other YouTubers do, and like they tend to like put themselves in it, slapped ham. I don't know. It just seems like not every series needs a host.
Fans of bands
AOL.
could collectively share their appreciation of their favorite musician. It was a time when connecting with others had reached an entirely new and unfamiliar level.
Good times.
Almost as if it were an invigorating new adventure.
Remember Yahoo chat rooms?
Or even roleplay as your favorite character from a sci-fi novel. These endless opportunities are what made this time
MSN
so fresh
chat
feeling,
rooms.
so thrilling. The predators, the harassers, and the overall malevolent too.
I was just
had a
gonna
new
say.
place to convene.
And I guess that's going to be the topic of today's Seriously Strange.
While the internet is often used as a place to interact with friends, it's also a place where the loneliest of people go. In the early 2000s, forums
Yes,
were
we all know how the
frequently used,
internet
and
works.
Unsurprisingly, there was a forum or a chat group. Much like most bad news, out of nowhere, he was hit with a viral infection that his girlfriend had as well. This was a turning point in Mark's life. His girlfriend left him, he no longer went to class, and then finally left the university
What did he
entirely.
catch?
It seemed as though all the joy had been so suddenly and abruptly sucked out of his life that he was left empty-handed. For the next 10 years, Mark was miserable and
I probably wouldn't do any better.
And lower lows.
Let's be real.
He lived alone in an inherited house. He struggled to take his medication, which then led to psychotic fits.
Psychotic fits. Did I miss something? What does he have other than that viral
Mark found
thing?
his way to a website titled alt.suicide.methods. Under the username
Unless the meds were for the
Mark
viral thing and I
posted,
missed something.
Does anyone have details of hanging methods
Else.
where there isn't access to anything high up to tie the rope to?
Goodness.
I've read telling Mark to check his email. Lee Dow's email gave a specific description of how to carry out suicide by hanging. The email described just what Mark was looking for. I have trialed it 5 times now with very good results, so I am using it for certain when I go.
Why does he have experience? This is some... But let's be honest.
Why do they seem so knowledgeable on the topic?
This is also some No Country for Old Men type shit.
Lee Dow claimed to be a young nurse in her 20s.
The old internet was just as bad, guys.
As well. Hence why she was on the same website as Mark.
I mean, it's just as bad today.
She allegedly wanted to kill herself too.
Actually, I don't know if that's accurate.
Mark posted again, asking about drug overdose and whether that was a successful way to end his life. Once more, ready to pass on information,
15-year anniversary coming up.
Lee Dow responded to him by saying that, as a veteran nurse, overdose was often too unpredictable. It's important to note that in this message, Lee Dow asserted her position of power and knowledge. She described it as very peaceful and that she was pretty pleased she could make this guy's last moments special for him. As Mark was in a dark headspace and wasn't thinking rationally, but rather with his emotions, as they were effectively plaguing him night and day, he did not pick up on the alarming nature of what Li Dao had just admitted. Li Dao eventually asked Mark if he had a set date for when he planned to kill himself, because she wanted to commit suicide as well.
Ricky Gervais show?
But she would, quote, stay here for as long as possible. Though this was not an explicit way to ask to form a suicide pact, Li Dao's verbiage did imply as much.
There can be beauty in death. Okay, I'm not defending this person.
I'm not very good at thinking of things to say. It was good of you to write back. Thank you. I get scared when I'm about to do it. I don't want to lie to you. I keep holding on to the hope that things might change.
This is definitely wrong.
And considering it.
Like the person would have to have no way out, and it would be a way of avoiding a painful. Okay, let's not talk about euthanasia.
Like euthanasia.
Mark's sister, Carol, had arranged to meet him at the park the next day. On the door, she found a note that read, "Please call the police. Do not go upstairs. Go home. Hand this note to the police." She found her brother, Mark, hanging from a rope attached to a ladder propped up by the door. It was a message from Li Dao that read, "Are you all right, Mark?" While so far the website alt.suicide.methods was seemingly entirely grim, morbid, and almost worthy of being deemed illegal, this site and others similar, like alt.suicide.holiday,
for not the thing we think the person cares about.
Those websites were an internet variable of Schrodinger's cat. The facts still remain that it was dangerous for chat rooms or forums to be mixed in terms of their intention. It's tragic to imagine someone reaching for a lifeline and instead being given a razor.
That joke from The Office?
In an unexpected turn of events, entered
when Ryan
Celia
started
Blay,
the website.
A 65-year-old woman who made whips for carriage
Chat rooms
horses.
Are dangerous.
Through conversation with Blay, who aimed to make the teen change her mind.
Is this a good person or a bad person? I guess bad person. What am I watching?
The girl made a
seriously strange
admission. The teen told Blay she actually had entered a suicide pact with a nurse she'd met online.
Wow.
As the teen was from Central
America,
Blay wondered how a suicide pact would work. Would one
the German guy who ate the other guy
clarified that it would be done via webcam.
After putting an ad on Craigslist or something.
Succeeded.
He's probably talked about that before.
But it was far from over. The spider had only just begun. This concludes part 1. Be sure to
you're gonna end it like that?
Bell so you know the moment the conclusion is uploaded. Thank you.
All right, you got me. To be continued, I guess. It's hot in this room right now. The AC's on though, but I'm also wearing a robe. Why?
Allows the content to be watched.
I can finally watch Key and Peele.
Netflix.
Yo, 1 minute. I'm just gonna probably cut all this whole part out. I'm not getting paid. Good for him though. Good for Rob.
I'm totally kidding. It's a Google Chrome extension. But I had you there for a second, didn't I?
Actually, you did. I don't know much about the product.
No.
Not gonna lie, I was hoping for a third story or potentially the remainder of that one, but I should get merch.
Stuff. It ain't gonna last. I'm telling you.
Original, eh?
It's gone. And again, it's gone for good.
You're welcome. Just a quick smoke break. I'm back. And oh my god, I've got some shit to say about that. Well, not really. That was freaky. And true stories, always the freakiest. That's what separates this apart from, like, Mr. Nightmare. No, I'm sure Mr. Nightmare, those stories are true, right? Kind of looked like I was doing a force thing just now. Those stories on Mr. Nightmare are true. No, they probably are real people, right? This, however, is totally confirmable, which makes it all the freakier. And, you know, I think freaky is actually the wrong word. And kind of awkwardly laughing, too, because the subject matter is actually pretty harsh. Yeah, I should be taking this a lot more seriously. Guy, oh my god. So publicly, too. Guy just, like, did his research. People online helped him out on, what were they, chat rooms, message boards? Were you paying attention, or did you already forget? A combination of both. But, wow. Really curious to find out how, what's going to go down with that other story. Is it going to be a similar kind of thing? Earlier, I'm watching this on my PlayStation right now. Earlier, I fast forwarded to the end and then back to the beginning. That way, in case there were any ads, I could avoid that. Makes it a bit harder to sync up. That's how I knew. Like, I could tell Rob Gavagan wasn't in here hosting. It's been that long since I watched one of his vids. Just going back to what I was saying earlier. Does that mean you've run out of stuff to say? No. Well, it freaked me out in, like, a different kind of way, though. That's how people are, man. That's how some people are. Not him, but, like, people who helped him. That's what's freaky. Man. Alright, well, if you enjoyed watching this, thank you, by the way. Remember to like and subscribe, and you will, loud bit, you can hear it on the mic. You'll probably also get a kick out of that. Alright. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for putting up with me.